we're trying this way. We're bringing it in from my normal timeline to the actual page. So I apologize for everything that's going on right now. If you're one of my normal friends, this is something I usually don't do on my timeline. I bring it to the Toy Lounge, the Masters of Retroverse, or anything of that nature. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go to my iPad, make sure everything's set up and going right, and then we'll hop right into this. I have some stuff I'm going to go over. I'm actually local recording this, so I will upload this to Masters of the Retroverse, and we'll also see if maybe we'll get the audio podcast version of this on our iTunes store as well. So this is going to be a little bit longer episode for Max Corner because I want to go a little bit more in depth with some things that I found out through some stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just uploading this right now, so let me make sure my volume's turned down so I don't hear me like, what is this? Okay, lag. I got lag everywhere, so I apologize if I'm lagging. Tell me in the comments if I'm lagging, so I know what's going on with the feed. I'm going to try to watch this. There's some things I want to go over. This is called pre-order edition. It's called the pre-order edition for a reason, i.e. because there were some things that happened this week in the retro video game realm that I would like to talk about. And if you're in the chat and you want to normal, I said abnormal. Okay, so obviously my thing's a little bit messed up. I got some people in there actually chatting me up here, telling me some things going on. Hey, what's going on, Boussard? Jesus, you're looking old. I am fucking old. So, like I said, this is on my normal timeline. So, actually, there's going to be Marines in the chat. There's going to be everything in the chat. So, be open to any form of discussion that may happen in this chat right now. So, there's some very versatile, very different. There's a vast, demographic change in this chat that's going to happen. So yeah, we got hit about the end of July with the arcade 1-up. That's really what I want to talk about. So we got some stuff open in the chat. I just want to point out these. Let's see. Come on, work with me here. All right, so we got these miniature cabinets so much. They're actually 3/4 scale of what is actually being pushed out. So they're about a little over 4 feet tall. They're actually pretty awesome from what I see. I like the fact that they're not on emulators. They're not on any of that crap. They're actually boards put into these guys. The community actually got with the developers of the actual controls. So there's only been one rub with these deals right here. On the Street Fighter, you can see it was supposed to be a baseball bat style controller, which it's not. It's got the knob on top. Across the realm of the retro video game world, these things right here, they're hitting on highs, minus the one thing, that bat configuration on the top of that freaking controller right there. Right, Joe, the Street Fighter one. I'm just gonna let you know right now, if my wife's watching or whatever, I actually pre-ordered the one in the middle right there, the Rampage, Gauntlet, Joust, and Defender. I don't know, like, you guys can't be able to see it. So those 4 games are on that cabinet right there. And I just want to thank, this is one of the only times that you'll ever hear me say, thank you, Walmart. Like, for real, thank you, Walmart, because of your straight up wanting to be a scoundrel in the industry and pricing these things below the suggested retail value of $3.99, right? $3.99. These were originally on the market for $3.99, so $400 fucking dollars for one of these 3/4 scale cabinets with a 19-inch screen on there. So that actually got knocked down because of Walmart. They posted their pre-order as $2.99. $2.99. So you can go to GameStop, FYE. There's a couple other places, Fry's Electronics, if that's in your neighborhood. It's not in mine. I wish it was. There's some. So there's multiple places out there. What I'm going to do is actually, after I'm done recording this Facebook Live, I'm going to go ahead and post it in the description below when I post this to YouTube for Masters of the Retroverse. We're going to actually put the links to the places that you can find these. So if you're interested in pre-ordering one, you can pick one up. Let me switch my camera back to the main here. All right, so you can see my ugly face. But yeah, so I'm super excited about Rampage and that 3-player capability. There's going to be riser systems that you can actually use to lift these up to a normal height, so you can actually stand behind them and play them. They actually have chairs for you, stools and stuff that you can sit on, and everything's good. Actually, elbow to elbow. Okay, so yeah. These things are actually pretty good, and I think it's amazing that they're running for the price that they're running for right now. So thank you, Walmart, for marking the system wrong and sticking to your guns and saying $2.99. I pre-ordered one today. I got the Rampage coming. I'll be able to pick it up September 25th. That is the launch date, September 25th. Also, which leaked in the news last night for these guys right now, there's going to be a cocktail cabinet. They actually have Street Fighter with parallel screens, so you're running with 2 screens, right, on a cocktail cabinet. So it's a tabletop cabinet. You can put your drink down, you can do your deal, you can do whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You can put that thing down there and it's good to go. So you think tabletop cabinet, well, how am I going to see Street Fighter? Street Fighter is going to be on its side or whatnot. No, it's not. They actually fixed it so that the side that you're looking at it upright. So it's going to be a split screen type deal. Each person's going to have their own fucking version of the screen, and they're going to be playing against the other guy across the table from them. It's going to be freaking awesome. But that's not what I'm excited for when it comes to these cocktail cabinets. It's going to be the Pac-Man. All right? So keeping it real, that's the way Pac-Man was meant to be played. Was in a cocktail cabinet. And if you don't agree with me, I'm sorry. Just the way it works. What's going on, Jake? Weitzel? Hey, man, we got some 1-8 brothers in here. We got some Marines in here. We got some toy collectors. We got some big names in the He-Man realm. Dude, I'm liking the chat being on my timeline. I had some problems with XSplit today. Usually you guys don't see me do this kind of stuff here. I'm just doing it here for the timeline. I want to apologize if your stream's coming in all choppy and whatnot. It's because I'm recording locally so that I can put it up to my YouTube channel so Adam and all that can get it done. What we're going to do is bring it back down a notch or two. So with these cabinets, we have the Street Fighter. We have the trackball one, which is going to include Millipede, Centipede, and some other things. Let's bring it back to that picture so you guys can see it real quick. But so Millipede, Centipede, Crystal Castle, and Missile Command. So those are your trackball games. Those are actually what's going to be like, it's a no crap trackball, like the old thing, like the bowling game and stuff like that. It's going to have that kind of deal, and a fire button for the laser on the one deal. And then across from that you have asteroids. You know, you can see what's going on here. Galaga and Galaxian, those games are going to be freaking awesome, man. So I'm needless to say, I'm super excited for these games. I can't believe that these came out and they were launched in July. Like, these guys ran below the radar for a long time. Like, they pump out a couple little tweets or whatnot on Twitter, and they post little videos and stuff on Twitter and all that good stuff. But it's just insane that they snuck under the line so long till July 25th or 23rd is when these guys came out at that con, and they said they're going to produce these things, and they're going to be available next month on the 25th. So September 25th, look for these guys right here. You can pre-order at GameStop, FYE, Fry's Electronics, Walmart. You can get the risers, you can get the stools, the 3/4 scale arcade cabinets, legit cabinets with legit hardware, and they went to the actual creators of the joysticks and made them the way they were supposed to be in the original cabinet. So there was only one gripe with this: Street Fighter is the wrong one. So if you didn't hear that and you just came in, that's the only gripe with this. All right, so let's move on to a couple other things right here. Holy shit, we got a lot of people in here that haven't been in here because I went on my actual timeline. So Kevin Erling, Thor Lucas, fuck man, Corey Levy. Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? So on to the next deal right now. We're gonna go into the Dead Matter. All right, Dead Matter. It is an awesome freaking video game that's it's being backed on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all that good stuff. If you haven't heard about this game yet, you're not a real zombie fan. There's no way in hell you're a real zombie fan. So this game actually started on Kickstarter, and it's amazing. So so far, what they're running on is the Cry engine. It's a little bit more high speed engine, and excuse me. It's not capable to run on a lot of systems. I.e., like, it wouldn't be able to run on my system. My system right now, it's peaked out because I'm locally recording and broadcasting, running everything through my audio mixer. Like, I got so much shit going on right now. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed yet. But anyways, so the Kickstarter, the whole purpose of the Kickstarter was to be able to get this off the Cry engine. Yeah. I've been awesome, guys. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you guys. So we had this, and it started out on the Cry engine. The whole reason that this thing went to Kickstarter was to get it off of the Cry engine, to have them build their own engine, and have this game supported throughout the realm. Really, essentially, is what it is. So some of the project downloads and stuff like that, the things that you could back in this game, like when it originally came out, you had all the way up to $10,000, right? Which you usually have to do with a Kickstarter or whatnot. Like, you have those things that you can back. All right, right now they're just doing, you know, hims and haws, like little things to be able to fucking back these guys and be able to have them in your pocket. Essentially, it's like $60. $60 will get a picture of your dog in a picture frame in one of the houses, and you know shit, get an achievement when you find this picture of your dog, because it knows your email address under your Steam password and how you log in. And yes, this is only a Steam game. I don't foresee it coming to console because it is a very heavily required software game to make this thing work. You know, like, there's a lot of shit behind it. Jeez. Okay, so what I have right here, this is the Dead Matter trailer. If it's popping through your deal and it's skipping, I'm sorry. If you get a chance, go ahead and go to Masters of the Retroverse at YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. It'll be downloaded. We have multiple things that we do. We run a podcast here Saturday nights, usually Saturday, Friday nights. It's whatever we work in there with our schedules and all that stuff. So, but there's the website on the screen. These guys from Canada, they started this deal. You can get to Park Bench if you go to their Indiegogo campaign. If you go to their Kickstarter page, which is still available. If you go to anything that just popped up on the screen there, Discord, you can talk to these guys. You can chat to these guys, and you can find out how you can donate to these guys. These guys are going to be in closed beta in November. Open is going to be December, and then published will be early 2019 for these guys. Dead Matter, it's a zombie apocalypse survival type game. It's got some Resident Evil style menus in there that you can actually put your gear in and store your stuff. There's some base building, not too much base building. It's more of that PvE playing type game and stuff like that. So that's that. So let's move on to the third and final thing before I get into the unboxing of Greg Albin's box that he sent me. Here you go. We're going to talk about the NES Maker, and here's the commercial. I got a little bit of volume on it for you. All right, so what we're essentially saying here, shit. So you guys didn't hear any of that because I forgot to press a button because my system is so screwed up and beyond belief. But these guys Yeah, I just figured that out, Delaney. Thank you. I apologize. Beyond means I apologize. I forget that I have to press the button to make it so you can hear the actual sound in the deal. So I'm going to be a little echoey. But, so these guys essentially built this program, and they made it so that there's not any coding. So this guy, actually, Joe right there, the long-haired brown guy, the long brown-haired guy, he was actually supposed to come on our show. He got wrapped up because it was still the early stages of the Kickstarter. These guys were flooded. I mean, they were flooded by support for this program right here. The NES Maker is amazing. I've had it in my hands now since Friday, and there's just like I get lost in trying to make things. Like I'm like, let's go this way, let's go that way. So I can't figure it out for the life of me on some things. So, but this is actually going to be the basis. This is actually going to be the basis for our NES game. So our NES game is going to be Master of the Retroverse, Quest for the Collectibles. Okay, so it's out there. It's going to be 8 levels with 3 sub levels, just like Mario. All right, and then you're going to have a boss at the end of the 4th level. It's going to be a side-scrolling platformer. These guys came out with modules to make it work so that we can actually get this thing done and get it into your hands. So my plan, this is me saying this right now. The plan for this is going to be, there's going to be, I have the artwork done. I have a lot of stuff done. It's just coming to me and doing the programming now, which I've actually started the majority of. I got to go back and revisit artwork because of the framework of how the NES works. And I learned that after I got the hardware. I wish I would have backed it at a little higher level, so I would have got the beta, and I'd actually have a lot more done right now technically, because I have to go back and redo a lot of my artwork because they're outside the realm of the NES tool. So with that being said, the plan so far is to be, there's going to be 2 gold cartridges. That's going to be strictly me and Adam. So I'm going to make 2 gold cartridges, and then I was going to make 10 silver cartridges, and then the rest will be in the standard gray cartridge of the NES. And so look for those on our website when it's completed. Hopefully it'll be completed within the next 2-3 months is what I'm thinking, if I can get this shit back on track and everything's working right. So what is going on with my screen right now? Let's remove that. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I've been having problems with this thing all day. It doesn't want to work right and whatnot. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So the NES Maker is going to be the framework of the game that's coming out. Masters of the Retroverse, Quest for the Collectibles. And hopefully I get a computer and we make it so this stuff actually records right, because it's freaking horrible. All right. So on to Greg Albin. If he's not in here, can somebody get him in here? I pre-cut this, by the way. I can already see the newspaper. So is Greg in here right now? Greg Albin. Whoops, what'd I do? I loved it, and I didn't mean to. My bad. All right, Greg. What's up, Mike? Mike Miller, what up, brother? Okay, so instead of just sitting here wasting time, I'm just going to get right into it. I actually I pre-cut it. This is the box of Greg Albin right here. I cut it open on the bottom because I don't like cutting where the placard is for the address and all that stuff. So obviously the first things first, I see we have to add to my awesome hoverboard here, we have the newspaper. The USA Today. Youth jailed, Martin McFly Jr. arrested for theft. Youth gang denies complacency. Yeah, that's what it says. Like, I got my glasses on. I can't even fucking read it. What is up, Mrs. Bradbury? So we got that. We got this. Greg sent me this awesome newspaper from Back to the Future. Okay, boom. Got that. We got to figure out how to put this up. I almost want to frame it. I don't want to mess it up. Let me set this right here on my Star-Lord helmet for right now. And then we have our Bill S. Preston, Esquire. Back to the Future. Mint on card. Semi-mint. It's a little bent. I don't like using the word mint when it's not actually like mint. You know what I mean? Like perfectly. Everything's perfect about it. Like, I don't think I've seen very much of anything mint on card these days. So, but yeah, Bill S. Preston, Esquire, Wild Stallions. Oh, here we go. And the little surprise. It's the Action Hoverport, Texaco. Thank you, Greg. This is freaking awesome. And it's unpunched. Holy shit. You must have had an extra one of these, man. What is up, Greg? Thank you very much for this unpunched Action Hoverport, Texaco. Oh my goodness. Are these for Matchbox cars, or what is this for? This is freaking awesome, man. I remember it from the movie. Trust the station with a star. That's freaking awesome. Mint-ish. I love it. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is great. This is freaking great. Greg, it's much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. It's wonderful. Bowling is watching. You're in a little late. You tuned in a little late. I'm pushing 23 minutes here. You gotta hear all my rants and stuff earlier. Adam Bradbury. The Bradbury is watching. Hell yeah, I like him. I'm gonna find a place to put him. To be honest with you, Greg, this is the first thing that I've ever gotten from the 80s that's unpunched. Like, to have the fact that piece right there isn't punched out from it being hung up or anything like that, that's amazing. This is actually the first thing that I've gotten, and it's, yeah. So, 1989. That's freaking awesome. Max Corner, bro. Max Corner. I recorded it. We're going to put it up on Masters of Retroverse. It's a 23-minute episode as of right now. Hey, look, there's that old face from the schoolyard back in the day. Old Tim Robinette is watching. Hey, what's going on, buddy, man? Remember when he used to hide in a tree in the front yard? Oh, man. Those are the days. But for real, though, hey, I want to thank you guys all for watching. And like I said, if you didn't get a chance to watch this, I shared this to the Toy Lounge. If you didn't get to see it, it's also on my timeline. Also, if you haven't got a chance, stop by our YouTube channel. It's Masters of the Retroverse at YouTube, just Masters of MOTR, Masters of Retroverse. And check us out on iTunes. You get our episode where we get people like Larry Kenny, the Lord of the Thundercats. He's actually been a guest on our show. And the Toys That Made Us, we're going to actually interview a couple of those people. And we have a couple other surprises up our sleeve that are currently in the works, and I'm not going to divulge that information. Adam doesn't even know it yet. But I got some people. Thank you again for watching. Thanks for coming by. And like Adam likes to say, there's nothing wrong with living in the past.